Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Governor of the Bank of Ghana assures second tranche of inflows from the International Monetary Fund will be secured before end of year, but is worried about developments surrounding Zambia's bond restructuring. Also, cedi could trade steadily against the dollar and other major foreign currencies in the month of December after coming under pressure this month. Also, all products and services offered by MTN expected to go up by at least 15% beginning today. Details coming up. Hello everyone, my name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us. Special hello to our friends listening from Koforidon on KTU Radio. The Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has assured that the second tranche of cash from the International Monetary Fund will be secured before the end of this year. He is, however, worried about the challenges facing Zambia's bond restructuring and a possible impact on Ghana. Here's more in the following report.
Speaking to journalists in Accra, Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Ernest Addison maintained he is optimistic that the IMF inflows will come before end of this year.
I can tell you that from the last briefing that I had, things were moving relatively well. Over the weekend, we all saw the news on Zambia. We are hoping that will not happen with the discussions on Ghana.
Dr. Ernest Addison has also been giving us some updates on the cocoa loan syndication and whether it will indeed happen before end of year.
I have talked to Cocoa Board and they are very hopeful that the loan will be disbursed sooner rather than later.
The governor of the Bank of Ghana maintained the much talked about Financial Stability Fund has already taken off.
The fund, to the best of my knowledge, is almost operational, and maybe we need to get the ministry to clarify the exact date that they intend to launch it.
So, how prepared is the Bank of Ghana to strictly enforce the zero financing program? This is what the governor had to say.
2017, 2018, 2019, zero financing. So the only exceptions came in year of the pandemic and of course the crisis year of 2022. So we are as committed as can be in terms of sticking to this zero financing criteria.
The Bank of Ghana has maintained that the economy is on the path to recovery and has indicated that things will firmly stabilize soon.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, economist Dr. Patrick Isumin has welcomed the decision to hold the policy rate, but warns cost of credit will continue to remain high. According to him, the country hasn't gotten to the stage where lending rates should go down. He has been speaking to Joy Business.
You have to understand that we are way off where we should be going to the medium term. I mean, way beyond our medium-term target. And we haven't gotten to a stage where we can even begin to think that it's time for us to ease off. So I think, the decision to hold the rates is just about what I was expecting. I think the cost of credit will remain high for the foreseeable future. Even if they start, easing up the policy rate, reducing it, we cannot expect that it is going to go down substantially. That's not how central bankers act. Take small steps and observe its impact on the economy, and then you decide. I think the other side is the general uncertainty and risk associated with doing business in the country.
You heard economist Dr. Patrick Isumin. Now, credit to the private sector contracted during the last 3 months. According to the Bank of Ghana, banks continue to deploy their resources towards short-term investments as opposed to extension of credit. This is in response to the increased risks associated with lending following the deteriorating macroeconomic conditions and the impact of the domestic debt exchange program. In the monetary policy report, it said the private sector credit contracted by 7.5% in October 2023 compared with a 57.3% growth during the same period last year. In real terms, credit to the private sector contracted significantly by 31.6% relative to a growth of 3% recorded over the same comparative period. The cedi could trade steadily against the dollar and other major foreign currencies in the month of December. This follows expected foreign inflows from the cocoa syndicated loan. The cedi endured its worst run in November since February this year. Here's more.
If the first review of the International Monetary Fund program is completed by December 2023, the disbursement of the second tranche of $600 million could be timely in supporting the local unit against volatility through the first quarter of 2024. The weakening oil imports will also help ease the pressure on the foreign exchange reserves and strengthen the cedi's near-term outlook. The Bank of Ghana yesterday said in the Monetary Policy Committee report that the early completion and settlement of favorable agreement terms with bilateral creditors and commercial bond holders will help boost confidence and trigger resource flows to the economy. It continued that reserve build-up will even be stronger by the end of the year on receipt of the cocoa loan and disbursement of the IMF second tranche. Meanwhile, the cedi ended last week unchanged from its week open mid-rate of 12 cedis 13 pesos to a dollar in the retail market. However, it weakened the dollar on the interbank market.
Well, appropriate time to bring you an update on the currency market this morning. The dollar going for 12 cedis 15 pesos. That's on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 15 pesos, and the pound going for the euro rather going for 13 cedis 15 pesos. Now, turning to other news, prices of all products and services offered by telecoms giant MTN Ghana will from this morning be increased by at least 15%. The review will affect voice, SMS, data, post and prepaid services. The review will also affect other special bundles that the telecom operator offers to subscribers. MTN, in a text message to subscribers, attributed the increase to the rise in operational cost. Turning to housing now, the Ghana Real Estate Development Association is concerned about the challenges in the business environment, saying it has slowed down the development of new projects with consequent downturn in performance. According to its president, Patrick Ebobonfo, the economic downturn is impacting the real estate sector. Speaking at the Greater Anniversary celebration, Mr. Bonfo, however, said the relative stability of the economy and the operations of the African Continental Free Trade Area will make construction projects in Ghana an attractive option. He called on stakeholders to come together to address the complex housing challenges.
Real estate developers, planners, architects, land surveyors, quantity surveyors, lawyers, electricians, masons, building construction contractors, real estate agents, and community members, it's necessary to ensure the creation of sustainable and inclusive housing solutions. By fostering effective collaboration, stakeholders can leverage their unique expertise, resources, and perspectives to address the complex challenges associated with housing.
Patrick Ebobonfo there, he's president of Greta. The Ghana Association of Cocoa, Coffee and Shea Nut Farmers, Cocoa Shea, has expressed worry about the delay in the supply of solar torch lights and mosquito nets to the farmers. The association has therefore appealed to the management of Ghana Cocoa Board to expedite action in the supply of the products, since the delay is having a toll on operations of farmers. Addressing journalists ahead of Farmers' Day celebration, spokesperson of the association, Imoro Isifwal Hassan, said items are crucial for the smooth operation of farmers in the hinterlands.
It will interest you to note that solar torchlights and mosquito nets are of tremendous importance to us, as it helps our farmers in remote communities in the cocoa areas. Whilst at the same time, shea nuts pickers are also using the torchlights to go into the bush at dawn to pick shea nuts with ease, as it brightens under the trees, under the shea trees for shea nut collection. As you are aware, a humble reminder of the request was made to the Chief Executive of Cocoa Board on the 8th December 2022, and usually followed up by our representatives on the Ghana Cocoa Board.
Imoro Isifwal Hassan is president of the Ghana Association of Cocoa, Coffee and Shea Nut Farmers. Now, on Investor Eye today, we'll tell you how to detect fraudulent investment links shared on social media platforms. Joseph Kokwe is the lead in charge of cybersecurity at the E-Crime Bureau. He gives us some tips this morning.
There's certain metrics you are looking at. You are looking at historically, what kind of message has this person been sending? So if you contextualize it in that way, then I know the kind of messages you send on a group. This is very inconsistent with things you normally send, right? So on that metric, then I can determine the sender aspect as suspicious. From the sender aspect, you can also look at who is sending it in terms of again, it comes with history in the sense that has this person ever sent a message to me before? So if you are dealing with someone who's a one-time sender, normally it also is suspicious because people of that range are normally attackers who are just targeting as many people as possible and they want to see who will fall victim to it. But thirdly, in this case of the sender, the beautiful thing about it is you can easily call to verify. So I got a link from you. Are you the one who sent it? I'm saying this because there are cases like where you mentioned where someone's account can be hacked and then the hacked account is being used to send things.
And that's our Investor Eye episode for this morning. Before we go a look at the commodity market, crude oil selling at $79 a barrel this morning. Gold increased marginally to $2,014 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $4,130 a ton after going up by $41. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The award-winning Super Morning Show continues with Kojo Yankson, who is making his way, I love to say this, steadily into the studio to continue with the show.